Salut à tous, c'est Trancan et on est toujours en compagnie du docteur... j'allais dire Elliot, non. Jonathan Reed. Parce que Elliot Reed, c'est la petite blonde avec les petites fesses. Bref, c'est Scrubs, hein. Voilà. Mais c'est rigolo parce qu'il y a aussi... il y a aussi professeur Dr Cox, je crois. Alors Tippett, ça me dit rien, mais Strickland, ça me fait penser à Retour vers le futur, et Aykroyd, ça me fait penser, voilà...
I cannot enter.
Comment ça s'appelle? Blues Brothers déjà, et SOS Fantôme du cul. Voilà. Oh, une scie usée. J'espère que vous allez bien. Va falloir que je reprenne des marques sur le jeu, parce que bah j'ai fait une petite pause let's play parce que j'étais fatigué. De la codéine. Ah, le Codéine Express. Tartrate ferreux. Je sais pas, je vois pas bien le nom. Parce que j'ai l'affichage de ma télé qui est un peu plus petit que l'affichage de la console, du coup c'est un peu bizarre. Donc faut qu'on aille parler à la mécène pour avoir du pognon. Donc ça c'est la vue... Ah, je t'ai vu, Pippa Hawkins. Je pourrais te manger. Ah oui, Thelma, j'aimerais bien la bouffer en fait. Je voulais apprendre ce que c'est qu'un vrai vampire. Je suis ah là, je suis une vampire, je suis la reine de la nuit, mon cul. Toi, on t'a jamais parlé. Hein. Bonjour.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Ah. Très bien.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Oui, bah, j'étais un médecin, alors ta gueule.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Intéressant. Vous la laissez vous mordre.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Uh-huh. Ah, donc ça c'est bon.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
D'accord.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Très bien. Oh mais il va me rapporter 0 si parce que je me dis bon, il est en souffrance, peut-être on pourrait le bouffer tranquillou.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Ça ferait de mal à personne et lui il serait soulagé. Mais 600 XP quoi. Ah du coup t'es là toi. Toi on pourrait complètement te bouffer hein. Suceuse de sang. Dégénéré. La musique est toujours cool. Hein. Là, il y a plein d'inconnus.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Une vampire rousse aux yeux verts. Hein. Voilà. Oui, j'avoue.
It seems I'm the butt of a joke, or pigeon of a con. Dr. Swansea might have told me who I was going to meet.
I know you're a man of action, Doctor, but take a moment to contemplate the terrain. In this war, discretion is both weapon and shield.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Ah.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
Voilà, à côté de ce patient endormi.
Past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
D'accord.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Est-ce que c'est vrai, oui.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
I'll be your obligé. Tu veux le manger ou... You're obligé. Obligé. Ah là là, l'anglais. L'anglais c'est rigolo. La musique est vraiment cool, hein. Il y a vraiment une ambiance, quoi. Bonjour, monsieur.
Good evening, sir.
Bonjour.
I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've
Putain, on
been
dirait,
informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd.
Vous dirait pas un peu Tom Holland?
Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Vite fait.
Does my arrival inconvenience you?
Faudrait que je le vois en juste encore en string.
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Mais nique ta race. Pardon, mais...
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
Bon, ça déjà c'est fait.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Sauver de nombreuses vies, ok?
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Mais nique ta race.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
J'avoue.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Très bien. Vous avez un problème avec moi?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity.
Soyez pas un trou de balle.
Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Très bien. On a un indice.
Thank you for your time.
C'est apparemment pas
We'll
pour
talk
lui.
later.
Simpletons, these bred with no respect.
Alors, on a eu un indice. Ah, que les Cox, hein, désolé. Hein. Ah oui, c'est lui Cox. Harriet?
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous.
Je suis exhibitionniste.
Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Alors, nique ta race.
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Vous aimez le commérage?
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before
Les
getting you a
bitches.
blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes.
Bitches?
Just waiting for me to pop off, they are.
Les bitches.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans,
Paws, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Infirmière Pipa Hawkins. Bon, alors on savait que Pipa, bon, voilà, hein, Pipa elle aime bien. Avec l'ambulancier là, je crois, de mémoire. Hein.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
C'est comment qu'on... C'est rond. Le Gwyneth Brannigan.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Alors.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds,
Ça coûte
Doctor.
rien de demander.
Just like the patients.
Très bien. Est-ce qu'on a des nouveaux trucs? L'erreur médicale de Tippett, on n'en a pas parlé, c'est vrai.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett's in our situation?
To clear Dr. Tippett's name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
Bah oui.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Très bien. Ah, on peut choisir de... Voilà.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Donc là, si je vais dans les quêtes, qui sont quelque part, genre là. Oui, c'est là. Alors, dans tous les cas, il faut le couvrir. Moi, j'ai envie de le couvrir et de le manger, quoi qu'il arrive. Parce qu'elle a couvert son erreur, mais il a quand même tué un gamin. Du coup, personne... Personne n'a vraiment eu, comment dire... Ça n'a, comment dire, ça n'a été bénéfique pour personne. Vous savez quoi? Dans les commentaires, donnez-moi votre avis si vous préférez que... qu'on lui demande de démissionner, ou qu'on laisse faire à Gwyneth, et est-ce qu'on le mange? Est-ce qu'on lui bouffe le cou? Si je puis dire. Pipa. Pipa. Pipa Pig. Temps de chargement pour un dialogue. Certes.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Est-ce qu'on a de nouveaux trucs? Non.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
D'accord.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Intéressant. Elle a pas l'air de trop l'aimer, hein. Je pense qu'elle débrancherait sa perfusion de sang si elle pouvait. C'est pas par là. C'est dehors donc. Et bah je souffre. Écoute Harriet, t'as qu'à être moins une connasse et peut-être t'aurais moins mal. Dites-moi inconnu. Est-ce qu'on peut pas vous bouffer? Bonjour.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
Ah.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend.
Ah, comme ça vous êtes ratophobe.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
Très bien.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Bon, enfin si je vous retrouve. Ah, je t'ai trouvé, Dorothy.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
C'est les égouts, ça. Oh bah putain, ils ont envie de fermer la porte. Les égouts, donc on va pouvoir trouver tout le monde.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Genre là. Bonjour. Hypochlorite de sodium, permanganate de potassium. Très bien. Tout ce qu'il faut, quoi. Alors je sais plus jouer, hein, évidemment, ça fait 8 ans. Enfin, ça fait 2 ou 3 semaines. Beaucoup de sang.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Est-ce que je peux ouvrir la porte d'ici? Et voilà, c'est comme Dark Souls. M'occuper de celui-là d'abord. Mais il est mort. Nam 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 nam. Il faut le temps de se remettre au combat. Hein. Y'a pas un endroit pour monter? J'entends quelqu'un quoi. Oui voilà, on entend quelqu'un, on est d'accord. Ok bon là on peut pas passer. Sûrement par là. Il y a du pognon. Des shillings. Incroyable. C'est un danger, oui. J'espère que t'as rien vu, mec. J'arrive, Oswald. J'arrive. Tout va bien. Je pourrais te manger, hein.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Bye. Et puis comme ça, moi je vais looter. De la quinine. Tous ces shillings. Donc là c'est ok, d'accord, c'est les égouts, c'est la sortie. La graisse, des balles. Bol. Ah, je spam un peu, hein, je suis désolé, mais... Les petits rats. Dégueulasse.
What sort of creature is this?
Il y a quand même un espèce de gros loup-garou dégueulasse. Prends ça, bâtard. Vite créature de la nuit.
Here's what's left of him.
Ah.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
C'est compliqué. Si vous êtes malade et que vous n'avez pas d'argent, qui que vous soyez, d'où que vous veniez, Dorothea est là pour vous aider. Sans entourloupe, sans frais, sans question, trouvez la maison de Darius Petrescu et présentez ce bon. Mais bon, ça c'est en... Petrescu, c'est... je ne sais pas.
Some voucher for a free check-up in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Rien à looter? Ça a l'air d'être soit un gros loup-garou, soit un gros vampire. Hein. Et moi j'aime pas trop tout ce qui est gros et qui a des dents. À part les dragons. Il est où ce petit rat? Squeak squeak. Et du coup normalement je peux sortir par là. Comment ça? Donc, faut aller à Whitechapel. On ira plus tard. Là d'abord on va aller dans notre chambre. Parce qu'il faut évoluer. Et on est fatigué. Merde, c'est pas le bon étage. En fait c'était là, c'était au fond du couloir. Est-ce qu'on a un laboratoire et on peut faire des trucs? Il est là. On peut faire un... Ouais. Anémie. Fais de l'anémie. Ne mange pas. On recycle tout ce qu'on peut. Ok, on va passer la nuit. On va augmenter notre santé peut-être. On a combien? 1715? Bon, plus maintenant, mais... 250 ténèbres. Et ça coûte 1000, ok. Voile d'ombre. L'ombre aide le vampire à se cacher en le rendant invisible aux yeux. Putain, trop bien. Fufuman. Évidemment le pouvoir de la science. Plus de balles. Paf. Et donc direction Whitechapel. Un niveau 18 peut-être pas. Hein. Ok, bon, on va choisir des flingues. On n'a plus de balles dans celui-là. Un peu de chevrotine. Alors certes je les ai tués mais j'ai pas fait exprès, d'accord? Ce n'était qu'un balin accident de trapèze. Un refuge. Un refuge ouvert, donc c'est pas fou, mais... Salopard! Il a mordu le fumier.
Sorry, sir, no admittance. Sir, step away now. It's one of them.
C'est vrai qu'on a de l'endurance. Hein. Il va se calmer, mais genre... Ah, compliqué, hein. C'est compliqué.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Oui, Petrescu. On a trouvé le refuge et on s'arrêtera au refuge. Ça va pas être bien loin. Va te faire foutre. Ah bah adieu Albert. Adieu yoga. Il est décédé. Ah ah!
It's locked.
Ah. C'est embêtant.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Merci Harry.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Sympa chez vous. Je pourrais le bouffer, hein.
It's locked, all right.
Je pourrais le bouffer. Ouh, lui sonner sa fatigue. Lettre de refus. Je vais le soigner. Je suis un mec bien, moi. D'abord, voilà. Je me permets.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Oh là là.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Tiens.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Parfait. Je cherche Nurse Crane.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Très bien. Très bien. Vous n'êtes pas heureux de vivre à Whitechapel?
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
J'avoue, c'est pas fou.
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Et pourquoi ne pas partir?
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Très bien. Bah, salut, hein.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
J'ai bien envie de te manger.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Eh oui. Espionman. Il y a une bronchite.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Alors, est-ce que je peux faire ça? Je sais pas quand ça sauvegarde en fait, ça m'embête beaucoup. Vous avez pas essayé de m'attaquer vous, hein? Non, vous êtes des gentils.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Protection against malevolence and trickery. You are blinded by your...
Bonjour.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Non, moi
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
C'est pas à toi que je veux parler, c'est à Clayton. Clayton Darby. Bonjour. Vous êtes Clayton?
Don't be shy,
Pas du tout.
handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Bonjour. Vous avez pas trop l'air d'un journaliste.
I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Il y a quelqu'un ici. Harry Peterson. Bonjour.
Welcome, sir. Please.
Ah, c'est Barrett.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Ah non.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Putain, mais il est où Clayton? Ah non, mais il était... Bonjour.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah bah voilà.
Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me, since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Confidentiel.
It's confidential. Speaking as a doctor, I'm sure you understand.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Il sort jamais?
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Famille?
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Ok. Salut. Hein.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Très bien. Bah écoutez, on va se quitter là. J'ai vu que ça avait sauvegardé en fait. Et on continuera cette enquête la prochaine fois. Voilà, des bisous et attention aux zombies. Voilà. Salut à tous, bye.